Digital deja vu.
Very few things that I love in my life. My money, my music, and fucking the whole guy. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. It's very few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Top of the morning, ain't nothing better than waking up the top in the morning. Nothing worse than a nigga pushing off your top in the morning. Besides popping up on the wick and popping off the top of the morning. I will mop up the floor with your rock and the Ford, driving across country, taking money that's probably yours. Trying the floors, not in a chain, that's a necklace. Drop on the squares in a row like Tetris. Nigga, rock trying to get to this dough. Exit, I done robbed plenty niggas for dough. Breadsticks, click shells, nigga, eggs, bitch. Serve you niggas breakfast. Shit ain't all deep or eclectic, it's death, bitch. Listen, shots pouring, no a nigga ain't sipping them cool with a 4-5 cold, call me Chilly Williams. Nigga, don't take it there, I'm taking care of mine. Take this L, but you gon' take a L. Here's a lie. It's very few things that I love in my life. My money, my music, and fucking the whole guy. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. It's very few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Listen, I'm living Sackman Street / trigger tradition. We different from even niggas we kin with. I need distance, got no time nor the attention span to listen to your bitch shit. Get your grip, nigga, or get a grip, nigga. Get you a bitch and get a grip, nigga. If I make you a movie, get a grip, nigga. Light the shit up, I stick to the script with it. It's back to business, dip stitches and spit sickness. First of my kind to ever rap like this. If you could rap like this, you don't act like this. Jesus posed for a hug. Somehow shorty grab my dick. Ain't no accident if she acts I dinner, but inside is that's just it. Hold up, pass my spliff. That's Rock L, like that's my kid. See what I did there? Greatest of all time. Go ask my kid and my nigga P get hit the secret. I'm still mad like There's very few things that I love in my life. My money, my music, and fucking the whole night. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. It's very few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns.
Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. There's some of these things that I love in my life. My money, well, I fucked it up. I'm fucked it up. But I do know the part. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. That's the motherfucking motto for tonight, Friday night, for this special edition of the motherfucking Vandal Hour. Hold me, let me adjust this microphone. Yeah. Peace, 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 peace. Yeah. Peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. It's the God Mathematics. Pardon me. Can you pass me my glasses? Yeah, we kind of off today. It's Friday. What the fuck you expect? It's motherfucking Friday. Peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. It's the God Mathematics, and you now watching the Vandal Hour Season 6. Live on S.STREET Media. Make sure you check us out at our new date and time, and that's every Saturday afternoon from blase blah, blase blah, blase blah. We come on when the fuck when we want to come on. You can also catch us live on our new website, www.sstreetmedia.info. You can also catch us on our Ustream page, or on our Instagram page, or on our Facebook and Twitter page. You know, also, You can also catch us on Spotify. YouTube. You know how I feel about YouTube. We need y'all to subscribe. Subscribe to S.STREET Media YouTube page. If you don't know where it's at, go to the fucking search engine, put S.STREET Media in that motherfucker, and you're going to see all these Vandal Hour joints pop up. Season 6 also on Spotify. It's real. It's definitely real. Also, shout out to all the Vandal Hour guards and goddesses that came before me. Brat, Giggles, Facts on Wax, the Bring That Back dude, June 4, 5, 6, or 7. I always fuck up. June 4, 5, 7, My Bad God, Dre Kill Films, E. Sinatra, the Mad Vandal, who else? J-Lo, man, Mr. 13, yeah, I gotta shout out all my brothers. It's 5 years coming up, so I got them 5 years is here, so I gotta shout out all my Vandal guards and goddesses. Also, today's show, man, it's a little different vibe on this one. Today's show is being dedicated to Facts on Wax and his daughter Caitlin. She passed away this past weekend and shit. I want to tell my brother to hold his head, man, and the family. You know, my condolences. We have a GoFundMe page for her. We're going to post it on the Vandal Hour page. It's already on the S.STREET Media page. I need everyone to send my man Facts on Wax that positive energy, man, so he could keep going. So we're going to give a moment of silence for the young queen, Caitlin. I appreciate y'all, everybody who has donated to the GoFundMe page. We appreciate that, and we hope that the Vandal Hour guard, Facts on Wax, my right-hand man, my brother, my comrade, can make it through this situation. I don't wish this on any parent. So yeah, you know, pardon to starting the show with that, but we got to, man. She's family, he's family, and that's how we move at the Vandal Hour. So it's crazy, man. Let me get into some of these things, man. Pardon self. You may see somebody sitting here. I'm not going to introduce this person yet because he deserves the correct introduction. So I'm just going to get into some of these subtopics real quick, and then I'm going to introduce to y'all who is sitting by me. Man, my man put in a lot of work. I'm not talking about that bullshit work. I'm talking about that construction work, baby. My man has destroyed buildings, baby. He destroyed that motherfucking steel. He destroys them walls. That's what he motherfucking do. But I'm gonna wait till, you know, a couple of minutes before I introduce who that person is. Real quick, man. For the Vandal Hour audience, that, you know, the Vandal Hour ain't just some dumb, funny, stupid shit. We like to bring real topics to our peoples, to our followers. I just was reading a book. I finished the book, actually. It's called Old Dirty Bastard. It's about Old Dirty Bastard. It's called The Dirty Version, written by Buddha Monk. Great book. If you don't know who Old Dirty Bastard is, kill yourself. You know what I mean? Shout out to the, rest in peace to the OG God, Asan Allah. But the Buddha Monk book is official, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Shit is official. A lot of stuff that you don't know about Wu-Tang, I done been filled in about, man. Shootouts, drug deals, you know, robberies, everything. If you're looking to find out the real stories behind these Wu-Tang stories, you need to check out that Dirty Version by the Buddha Monk. Also, man, Kaepernick is going to be one of our first topics to attack. Kaepernick's practice. So, on some real shit, I love football. I love watching football, man. I'm a Giants Jets fan. Also, a Green Bay Packer fan. Fuck y'all to everybody else. You dig? But Kaepernick, man. Let's talk about this Kaepernick Bullshit. Now, he took a knee. They fired him. You know what I mean? He wins a motherfucking some money from the NFL for the discrimination that he went through. Part himself. And this dude is trying to get back in the NFL. He's wearing a Kuta Kinte shirt during the practice and shit. So I'm gonna say this, man. You know, his practice didn't go well. He tried to move at the last minute. They wanted him to sign these waivers and shit like that, which was, he felt it was discriminatory. But, you know, he did what he did. I'm saying this. If you really are revolutionary, why the fuck is you trying to get back in the NFL? Let me repeat that again. If you're such a revolutionary, why are you trying to get into the NFL? That's like, you know, the slaves trying to get a job back with the slave master, in my opinion. And I'm sticking by that. Motherfuckers stopped watching football because he took the knee, thinking that he was a revolutionary. He got an afro and shit. That shit don't mean shit. That shit is played out. This motherfucker ain't a revolutionary, man. He's about the bread. He got that money. They didn't tell yo he got the money. We heard it through the news media that he got the bread. And, you know, now he's trying to get back in the NFL. If I was a revolutionary and these are the dudes that did some real racist, discriminatory shit, I'd tell them, fuck you. Eat a Nathan's hot dog behind that. You dig? That's the way I feel. Also, A$AP Rocky is caught. That's not. A$AP Rocky is talking to, on Instagram, allegedly. I seen the video. I don't know if it's him or not. It sounds like him. He's talking A$AP Rocky shit. He's talking to a transgender female. I really like this dude's music. I feel hurt over this one. Not that we're anti-gay. You know, we politically correct. We're not trying to step on nobody's feet. We appreciate everyone in life, the human race. But goddamn, a transgender female. And he was talking like, that's his bitch. I mean, dude, allegedly. Shit is crazy. You know what I mean? What's going on with these rappers, man? These rappers ain't the same as in my time. If I heard Coogee rap was with a transgender man, I'd be upset. No disrespect to the gay community, the LGBT other letters. Also, Omarion finally speaks about his baby mom's fucking with his ex-bandmate, Little Fizz. First of all, Little Fizz is a fucking corny name. I gotta say that. Your baby mom's left you for a guy named Little Fizz. First of all, you know, not to discriminate against LGBT other letters, but wasn't Omarion and them getting duped by their uncles and cousins and all that shit? B2K and what's the other three guys? Batman and all these dudes. I forgot these dudes. Immature. Chris Stokes, allegedly. A lot of conversation has been documented about this. These dudes is crazy. I don't know what's going on. They got a weird family. Also, Dame Dash arrested for $400K in child support. I'm not going to talk no shit about Dame Dash. I actually like Dame Dash. His business. Savvy. I don't understand this $400K though in child support. I don't respect that. I don't care who it come from. But damn, you got all these businesses, Dash Productions, Damon Dash, or these, he does the podcasting business also. How you don't have this money? What's going on, God? Man, you doing business. You got to take care of the kids, baby. The Vandal Hour is for the kids. Wu-Tang is for the kids. The Vandal Hour is for the kids too. You got to pay your child support, baby, man. Also, this movie is coming out, Slim and Queen. I want to see it. If anybody seen the commercial, it looks real crazy. I like crime shit. The police pull him over, try to bang out with him. He had to shoot the police. It's crazy what's going on right now. It is that he fought back. This is what the movie's about. He's on the run. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde, but the black version. I want to check it out. It seems like some action-packed shit. It's the guy from, I don't know the movie, where he's the horror movie and he's with the white family. Get Out. Yeah, it's the guy from Get Out, the British actor, the British black dude. Yeah, that's my new phrase for him. The British black dude. Yeah, he dropped some shit. I mean, this movie's coming out. It's coming out on Thanksgiving. I advise you to check it out. Also, next week, the MC Debonair drops his Dopamine album. We're going to be at the at the listening party, November 30th. We will be there. S.STREET Media will be there. The Vandal will be there. My man got some heat. He's coming from Fort Greene, Brooklyn. You know how I feel about my Brooklyn dudes. Real shit. He got some fire. Dudes ain't fucking with him. Also, Tekashi 6ix9ine reportedly will be home in less than 30 days. Now, I'm going to say this before I move on out off these subjects. I done got caught with crack in my pocket, 3 bags of crack, and did more time than Tekashi did for all these alleged crimes. What the fuck? This snitching shit, allegedly. Obviously, he's on the stand. It ain't alleged. They got, everybody seen it. This shit is crazy. The game is fucked up. The game is fucked up. And I'm not going to say because of the young people, but because these dudes like Tekashi 6ix9ine is in our motherfucking culture. Whether it be the street culture or any culture, we shouldn't have these motherfucking fake-ass motherfuckers involved. Next time, do your homework on the people you let into your circle. Word. Now, for the people that might not be familiar with this part of the show, but this is when we get into the yeah, we don't have no sound effects. This week in the Vandal Hour News. The Vandal Hour News is when we get into stuff that's happening in our community and in our culture. Now, I just want to give a shout out to Culture NYC, which is a new graph store in Queens. It's on 32nd-41C Steinway Street. You can get blank stickers there. Markers, clothing, black books, paint. They had them NFG boys up in there for like an art show recently. I think we spoke about that on the Vandal Hour. Make sure you check out Culture NYC. They will be at our 5-year anniversary. Oh, Culture, no, I actually looked it up. That's the Instagram is NY. All right, Culture NYC. They are the upcoming graph store, like the scrap yards, the low brows, and shit like that. Shout out to them, Tough City also. So make sure you support this store. We need our people to support our people. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Also, 501. I was on OS 501 page, and I seen some sneakers, 501 sneakers that have been done. I don't know if this is for sale or not, but I seen them. They some Uptowns, low top joints, black, yellow stitching, should look fly. If they for sale, check out OS 501 page. I seen them on his page. Make sure you check out Graph Cinema. Also, they dropped some new merch, some hats and shit like that I seen. Also, Black Books and Crooks 3. Let me repeat that one more time. Black Books and Crooks 3 is coming December 21st. If everything goes according to plan, we got some big things popping. I'm not going to tell y'all what's going on yet, but we need y'all to come out to our Black Books and Crooks 3 event happening December 21st, right before Christmas. You know what I mean? While everybody's on vacation, pull up to 936 Madison Street. It's going down. We fucking with Invasion of the Stickers and got them involved. It's going to be crazy. And last but not least, man, in the Vandal Hour News, NYC trains is being painted on a regular basis. Have y'all seen these trains? I don't want to name no names, but I've been seeing some proper shit going up on them trains. It's becoming regular. They even did a Halloween joint on Halloween. Shout out to them motherfuckers who did that. I respect it. This is what the culture needs, man. We need a fucking a shot of realness, because this shit is becoming very watered down. Very watered down. And I just seen a real quick Instagram television. Tamar carries the culture, or Tamal carries the culture. He talks about the watering down of graffiti and shit like that. One of the things he mentions is that there's dudes doing pieces, and they're actually using some type of what's a projector. They're using projectors to project their outlines on a wall before they're right. Let me repeat what I just said, because I said that kind of mumble mouthed. I'm high. What you expect? People are actually using a projector to project their outlines on a wall for them to do. Basically, they're tracing. Graph writers are tracing now. You're not a writer, you're a tracer. To me, that's a coloring book. You might just say it's a coloring book. Shit is crazy. Now, in regular news, pardon self. Now, this week on Vandal's flexing. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot to write down some names. Who we had on the page? Do we got anybody that we had on the page this week? Let me see. So some of the people that we had on the page is Cash for Smells. We had Soce, S-O-C-E. We also had Kozer, the homie. Also E.T., who gets busy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoever that writer is, he gets busy. We need him on the Vandal Hour. You don't need to show your face. You could be off camera. You could call up. The Vandal Hour is moving different now. We trying to get this shit popping. We also had Joe G, who was supposed to be on the Vandal Hour. We had he also had KVC CO, who gets busy, SB. And that's some of the people that we had. I'm so glad that Sosa had the motherfucking page ready for me to look at, because I was definitely off. But if you want to be featured on Vandal's Flexing, DM us, or we'll just steal it from your page like we do everything else. My man Sosa is real nice with that repost app. My son shoot that shit like a 6-shooter. John Wayne shit. You heard? Now in regular news, Rockin' This Monster and Bernadette Price will be going on a European tour from December 9th to December 16th. They will be in France, London, Germany, and the Netherlands. Let me get a round of applause for Bernadette Price and Rockin' This Monster, who are both family of S.STREET Media. They come here on a regular basis. I just was chilling with Bernadette about 2 weeks ago. She's definitely keeping Sean Price career alive, his memory alive. So if you want to be featured on Vandal's Flexing, pardon self, I fucked up, I'm high. So yeah, that's basically it for the Vandal Hour news, for the regular news, and for Vandal's Flexing. Now, let me introduce to y'all the man of the hour. Let me say this. I've been trying to get the guard on the Vandal Hour for a long time. It was hard. His schedule was conflicting with ours, and we really wanted to make this happen. He gets busy, past, present. My son's still nice with his shit. He just did the book today, killed it. We have posted some of his pictures of him hitting the Vandal Hour Black Book, but my son still gets busy. Very unique in what he does. So let me introduce to y'all one of NYC's illest, Dreads, N-I-W. How you doing, God?
I'm Gucci, man. I'm good.
Yo, I'm so glad that we finally got you on the show, man. As I said, we've been trying to get you on the show for a minute. You are definitely influential in the graph community.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Past, present. Like, you always came with something other than other. So I gotta respect that. We kind of connected to a lot of the same people. We kind of dealt with a lot of the same people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's only right that we have you on this show. Now, before I get into this paper and shit, I just for the people who may not know who Dreads is, give us a little bit of your background.
Before I was a graph, I was a b-boy. I came up in that era, early '80s. You know, I grew up on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I used to look up to graphers at that time, like it was Revolt, Zephyr, Chris 217, dudes like that, Poke, IBM, Doze. I looked up to dudes like that. You know, I didn't really get into it until about 88, 89. That's when I came on the scene, like officially, like paint on the walls. You know what I mean? Before that, it was just marker, Pentel tags, pilot tags, stuff like that. You know?
The Pentel, Pentel years.
Oh yeah, Pentels.
Yeah, I know it's funny. I had heard that they had went out of business. If I'm not mistaken, it's real hard to get a Pentel right now. If I'm bullshitting, please let me know. But if I'm not mistaken, I did hear that. Yo, you mentioned Manhattan, and I gotta say this. I watched your work for many of years. I definitely thought you was a Brooklyn dude, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your work was in Brooklyn heavy. So I thought you was a Brooklyn dude, man.
Yeah.
You was on you used to be on a lot of travels in Brooklyn and shit?
What it was dudes that I went to high school with, I would hang out with them in their hoods. I met my man Shunga, NIW, in 1988 in high school. He was from BK. At the time, I was from Uptown. He took me around his hood. I used to peep graph out there. So that's basically how I started my Brooklyn missions through Shunga NIW. So through 88, 89 until present time, I've been in Brooklyn. So I got the Brooklyn swagger, you know, the way I dress, a lot of people assume, you know.
That's a fact.
You know, I've never actually lived there, but I've been in the Brooklyn streets for decades.
That's crazy, man. Since you come from the uptown side of things, man. You know, I just wanted to mention certain writers and you know, I'm gonna name the uptown ones first, and I just want to get you could give me a couple of word response. I'm gonna name some names, and just what comes to your mind when I name these names.
Okay.
What comes to your mind when we say something like Adobe?
Adobe, unique. That was one of my peoples. I bonded with Adobe. I hung out with him in his crib. He was a personal good friend of mine. OG as well.
Facts.
He was the Crane before he was Dobie. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say unique.
Another person, no disrespect to the other RD, but there's another RD. RD, up, down, or how it goes?
RD, up and up.
Up and up.
FWD.
What comes to your mind when we say a name like that?
Strategic. I saw his come up incredible. Like when I first peeped him, he was a Harlem dude.
That's a fact.
My man Joker, NIW, introduced me to him on 125th Street. And I saw him come up. I saw him like expand through the boroughs. Totally respect that dude. I was cool with him. He's a friend of mine as well.
I definitely remember him killing them hard, especially if you like in the 135s and all those shits, those Lennoxes and all that.
Crazy.
He was doing his thing. Also, recently, I started following him probably 5 years ago on Instagram, and he's a funny motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't follow his page, I forgot the name of it was, but I'm going to say he is funny on that Instagram thing. So let me say this. Let's go into some. I want to go into your story, but it is that you come from a time. So I want to reflect on like what goes through your head when you hear these names. Here's some of the names that I actually got off your page.
Okay.
What do you think of when you think of Joust?
Joust. Close friend of mine. Warrior.
Facto.
Warrior. I know him as well as an MC and a grapher.
True indeed.
My man Zesk NIW introduced me to Near, Joust, Zor,
Old
Sept.
KGB.
Oh yeah. Cable, all of those dudes. Rhino.
And we had most of them on the Vandal hour too, so that's dope.
Yeah.
Rest
So,
in
yeah.
peace, Nia.
Okay, rest in peace, KGB. Word.
Here's one for you, man. SF, One Crew.
SF. Interesting. Another dude on the unique list. Underrated too. He had Lower Deck on Smash.
That's a fact.
That was my peoples from Lower Deck. He also made his way up to Harlem as well.
Brooklyn too.
Brooklyn, strong. You know what I mean? Him and BA used to do their thing.
True indeed.
Another dude from a couple of dudes from One Pack is my peoples, man. Bass 4, he's NIW. My man Vay, you know, my man Day, rest in peace. One of the twins. Yeah, man.
One Crew definitely used, like, I'm not gonna say used to, they get busy.
Oh yeah.
And SF had a real unique, very unique hand style.
Definitely.
Very unique. It was his. You know what I mean?
Very noticeable.
I'm gonna hit you with one more.
Okay.
2 Rage.
2 Rage. Damn. He's like a super villain or a superhero.
Ooh.
He's like a ghost. Bro, another one of the dudes that I've met, real cool dude, real down to earth dude, real down to earth. He told me one day, he was like, yo, I like hitting tunnels. I was like, why you like hitting tunnels? He was like, yo, it's only you and the trains. It's no 12 down there. You know what I mean? It's you and the trains.
Back in the days.
Back in the days, it was a different time. It was
Sure
a different
indeed.
time. But 2 Rage, king. He was a king. Everybody could let you know that.
He definitely, you might see his tag in old Biggie pictures.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he was definitely doing his thing during that time. That's the comrade, man. Wherever you at, I hope everything is well with you. I just had to ask you some names, man, because you come from that time, the late 80s, 90s, same time I come from, and certain names is not reflected in graph conversation normally.
Word.
You know what I mean?
True talk.
Shout out to the Fubs, the Frims, and the people of that order. Now, when I think of dreads, man, I think of, as we just said earlier, unique. Your approach to everything that you do. Let me just say that. Everything that you do graph-wise, that's what I've seen. You will approach it with a very out-the-box approach. Where that comes from?
To be totally honest with you, it's a natural trait. That's how I am, even not dealing with graph, just in my life, period. I've also been like a real agile dude. I was in gymnastics. I played ball. I'm a climbing dude. I'm a fast runner. But within all these things, I did them in a unique way. Like the ball I played. When I played ball, I was like a interesting point guard, not just the average dude. I would come up with my own moves. I always thought out of the box, is what I'm trying to say. That came natural, you know. So when I was into graph, when I started getting into graph, I just put it to that.
When you look at the writers of the time when you was formulating dreads,
Okay.
Who was some of the people that you feel comes into that category also
In the category of what?
of uniqueness? Who you feel like
Uniqueness.
SF is definitely one.
Definitely.
I would say very unique. Who else would you put into that category?
Okay, I guess bringing it back, I would start with like John 1, 156. I get my color schemes and all that a lot from that guy and his thought patterns. Without a doubt, Vifer.
Ooh,
He's definitely in the unique category.
that's a
A
fact.
king I definitely represent and respect.
That's a fact.
Um,
We need you on the Vandal Hour FIFA.
oh yeah, definitely a king. Like we said, SF.
Let me name one for you.
Okay.
I think this guy. I don't. A lot of people may not have seen it, but Touche. But this would be a guy to write with Stacks, SCS. Touche. Had a very original approach also. I'm trying to think of my man who's in Colorado now that be with Reps. I forgot the guard, but yeah, I fucked that one up. But yeah, uniqueness is definitely like a lot of people. Let me give an example. A lot of people's fills and like the lettering is passed down lettering.
Correct.
When you look at the R's,
Correct.
like there's that bubble R or that bubble K, you know, the ghost, you know, like the people who's doing it first,
Gotcha.
you know, and then even when you see the young kids now, they kind of use that same pattern.
Definitely.
When I look at your lettering, the D, you kind of take somewhere else. Like even to me, I'm gonna say this. You can almost, when I think about Cali writers, Cali writers have kind of that unique take on it also.
Okay.
So it kind of have like how just in the plain writing, you don't just write your tag regular. I've seen it done in many forms. When you come to your fills, you kind of switch them up different ways. They be the same, similar.
Right.
You was doing dots in the lettering. Like now, the dot in the fill is big. Back in the day, you used to do the round O, like the round O. Very few have you just seen a dot be the fill. I knew that you've been doing that for a long time.
Definitely.
So when those is the nuances that I see in your style that kind of it makes it fresh. Wolf, who I spoke about last week on the Vandal Hour.
Definitely.
Very unique approach to grab. Very out the box approach. Recently, the Martinez Gallery thing, the Martinez Gallery exhibit came around, and it focused on '90s writers.
Right.
I seen your name on the walls. How did you feel about the Martinez exhibition?
For me personally, it was therapeutic. It was I'm one of the graphers who's out of the loop, if that's the right term to use. I don't go to graph events. I don't hang with a bunch of graphers. I know a lot of dudes, and I've met a lot of dudes over the years, but I stay out of the loop. So I keep to myself a lot, you know? So that's basically what it is, man.
The fact that so when it comes to the Martinez Gallery also, how did you feel about the artwork that was there, like the people that was reflected in that exhibition?
I think it was a real dope time machine. It was good for a lot of the old graphers to get together and visually take yourself back to the 90s. Dudes got busy. For new graphers, they got to see a lot of the kings all together in one spot, which was dope. I like the colors that was there. Everything wasn't just black and white. Everything popped out, you know. So yeah, it was. I liked it. I liked it. It was very visual.
What was the vibe like in there?
The vibe was pretty friendly, pretty welcoming. I didn't get any bad vibes. I ran into old friends, dudes I had graph beef with.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And how was the vibe with that?
For me, it was pretty simple. I've been on for the last close to 10 years on some squash all the beef I have with any grapher, Steelos. That's me and my personal mission. You feel me? So I've been doing this for years. For all the guys who have jokes and all that, I've never ran into a dude who I want to squash it with, but they don't, and I'm scared. That's not the situation at all. You know what I mean? I come from the era where fair ones are not as
Mandatory.
It's not. You know what I mean?
All call outs are mandatory. Prison shit.
For real, for real. But yeah, man. You know.
You've been pushing the crew NIW. Do you say NIW or do you say no?
It's NIW.
You've been pushing NIW for a long time. Give us a little bit of history and background on NIW.
Like I mentioned before, I was a B-boy. NIW actually started early '80s when I was B-boying, before I was graphing.
Wow.
So a lot of NIW old members aren't even graph writers. A couple of them are, but a lot of them are straight B-boys. Back at that time, it started as new improved writers. That's what it meant. As I got into about maybe high school, it became Ninjas is Wild. You know what I mean? And that was the wild out years, 88, 89. If you were in New York, you know how it was in those years. It was pretty serious.
The weak wasn't surviving back then.
For real. But yeah, man, it has like I said, it has a close to 30 or 30-something year history, you know.
Who's some of the people that's a part of writer-wise? Some of the writers that's NIW.
Oh man, okay. I would have to take it back, starting with dudes like, maybe let's start with like the Toby Dickums era. My man Toby Dickums, Q-A-R-S, K-U-E-A-R-S. That was one of my graph mentors, along with NISO. We'll get into the NISO thing. But more NIW members. My man Joker.
I remember the guard shit.
Yeah, no question. My man Just Ones, who also was down with 2 Rage and Fubs and 66V. Close friend of mine, you know. We got Bass 4. We got my man Hush. All right?
Old school Hush?
Well, it's a lot of different Hushes.
Connecting, or his shit connecting to one thing?
The connecting Hush. Yeah.
Yo, let me say, I want to cut your wisdom. And whenever I hear a name that, one of my favorites, I know I say that every week because someone says someone that I haven't heard. Hush, or he should connect into one thing. You know what I'm talking about? He used to be on the side of Scrapyard. If you went to Scrapyard in the 90s, there's a picture where a Hush that's up on the gram. That's a big one, girl.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, my man Dobie was pushing NIW at a certain moment. Oh man, there's a lot of cats.
Let me say this: most of these members, how did it come together that you when you bring in these new writers, was you meeting them in high school? Like where was you meeting some of these people?
It was different chambers to it. I had guys that was from the neighborhood I lived in. At the moment, I've lived in different boroughs. So wherever I lived at the moment, whoever was in the neighborhood, my close friends, like you said, school, dudes I went to school with, and other writers I would just run into, get real cool with, build relationships with, and I push their crew and they push my crew, stuff like that.
Have you ever been out on a mission and like let me give an example. You doing something and another writer comes while you're doing something to do the same spot that you're doing? I never asked that question before.
I don't think that happened. Something weird like that. I guess you could say this might fall in that category. Back in the days, dudes was G and paint. G'd some paint, put in a stash outside, went to G more, came back, it was gone. I assume it was some graphers. Who else is stealing paint? Like,
Sure did.
So they were there to do what I was doing, but I guess they saw me and they G'd my stash, So
it happens. It happens sometime.
Yeah,
it happens sometime. Right now, I seen you, doing some things. What made you say, I wanna attack this game again?
The reinvention. Like in music, some artists have to reinvent themselves. Actors, sports players.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At a certain age, I would say, you come to that point where it's something you haven't done in a while, but you still have the passion for it. It's still in your blood. It's still part of your fabric.
The DNA.
You know what I mean? It's always been there. I know it seemed like I was all out the loop totally, but I never really stopped. Wherever I lived, I did it there, but it wasn't all city. It was safe graph.
Okay, I understand. I understand completely.
Feel me?
I understand completely. Just
Keep
marking
it
your
100.
grounds. Marking your grounds.
Yeah. Keep it real 100, like safe graph type steez. Yeah, I wanted to reinvent myself. Back in the days, I had the capital letters. I was dealing with a lot. I decided to come with the lowercase. Lowercase bubbles. It was simple. It was quick. I think it was a good choice.
Let me ask you a question. In doing live shit, when you think of, because you just said simple, when you think of what you're gonna do on a fast, are you looking for this? I could do the fastest. That's the mindset.
When I'm out in
live action
with style, it's not just. It's how fast can I do this style? It's style comes first. I choose what style I want to use. Once I choose that style, how quick can I do that style? Because everybody knows it's going in and out.
Sure indeed.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Style is the first thing for me.
And that's crazy because some people will put that, definitely behind. You know what I mean? Like the goal is to get on the wall. How I look, I don't give a fuck. That should look ugly. How many times I don't give a fuck. That should look ugly. That shit's ugly. So, it's funny because I was writing a book one day recently, and I was rushing to write the tag. My mind is so stuck in that zone that when I do books, just fucking around, I still go fast, and I gotta think to myself like I'm not in no speed.
Yeah, like take your time.
I could put I could get a little wavier,
right?
So, but when you on a wall and you stuck in that motion,
you're so used to it. Yeah.
I gotta talk about your new era. Your new era involves a person who's a great friend of mine. He's been on the Vandal Hour multiple times, maybe 3 times if I'm not mistaken. Every time we see each other, that's my man from behind the wall. Is Niso.
Yes, sir.
How you said that was your OG, but how did the re-emergence happen?
First of all, that's my cousin. I remember him sending me letters or a letter when he was locked up telling me how Graf was the last thing on his mind. Straight up. I remember he told me, and if anybody knows him, he talks very bluntly, and he's very serious about what he says. And he was like, psst. I was reading it, but I know how he talks. And he's like, psst, ain't nobody thinking about Graf right now. Like, you know what I mean? So once he came home, we had a convo. And somehow I guess he changed his mind.
Definitely.
You know, and he told me, yo, I'm about to go hard, you know? But at the moment, I wasn't prepared for that. You know what I mean? I had a lot of other things going on in life.
Life shit.
Of course. So he exploded. He exploded.
Militantly.
He's been my mentor for years. He's one of the dudes who's my age, but I still look up to him. He's one of the dudes who took me bombing for one of the first times in tunnels. You know what I mean? Tunnel King.
Facts.
He's definitely on the unique list.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Definitely on the unique list. Yeah, man, but that's my fams, man. That's my fams.
Yo, what you said is 1,000% correct. I told this story to people. I was with him in prison. I used to talk Graf to him, and he used to look at me like I was an idiot.
Oh yeah.
He used to be like I'm not. and when I first found out who he was, I see he had on the wall, and I'm like, yo, that shit is nice, and he was like, it was so secondary to him.
Word.
And
Word.
He gave me conversation.
Word.
You know what I mean? But he really wasn't. That wasn't what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
You know. So, but shout out to what he's doing now and what you're doing now.
Yeah.
How's the chemistry between y'all?
It's one of the things. It's like bike riding. We could stop for years. As soon as we get back together, it's like we know each other's thoughts. You know what I mean? We're connected like that already. You know what I mean? We come from a different time, man. Different time, bro.
That's a fact.
You know, New York City was a different place, man. A lot of people don't understand, like, visually, it had a different smell. It had a different tone. It was a different place, bro. You know what I mean? And I respect all the graphics who came from that era and made it through, bro. Straight cheese.
That's a fact.
Word.
You know, as I was speaking about to you off camera, you know, one of the things I want to talk about tonight, because I really don't speak about it, is Graf Crews.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, I talk about in all the shows about like writers that they know that do their thing, and writers that always did their thing. But we never really talk about the crews that get busy. So I'm gonna ask you, name 3 crews that you feel flexes correctly. Like you they bring something to the table.
I guess I would have to ask you, at what times period are you talking?
No time period. Whatever years you want to talk about.
Oh man. All right. So you're asking me that.
Give me 3. I'm gonna name one. I'm gonna put one out on there. I'm gonna say the Risk Crew.
Okay.
I like another original person is Ghost.
Okay.
I'm gonna add Ghost into the unique.
Right.
But Risk Crew, Bruise, Ghost, you know, Said.
Right.
You know, I think they did a strong statement.
Okay.
In their time.
Okay. definitely, as everybody knows, Easy Jaws and Josh 5. That was the blueprint for gate bombing. I'm not exactly sure what crew they rep. To be honest with you, man,
That's
like,
a fact, man.
can somebody tell me? Because they would just catch tags.
Yo,
like,
that's a question we're gonna ask our audience.
you know what I mean?
What crews do Josh, Easy, and Josh 5 used to push?
You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact. They definitely, as a team, would definitely put in some heat.
word.
They put in some pain. I'm gonna name another one. I'm gonna go old school Brooklyn with this one, and I'm gonna say I think U5 in they heyday.
Okay.
In my area of Brooklyn,
Right.
Audis, the GAs,
Right.
and they was flexing crazy back then.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
I definitely represent. I definitely respect YNN.
Facto.
Dudes was doing some ill characters with they burners and real tight with it for years.
30-year anniversary. YNN, shout out to them. Everybody in YNN, y'all know who you are.
Word.
I definitely, you already know I'm biased to that. YNN definitely.
Word.
YNN definitely put in pain. I'm gonna name one more, man, and I'm gonna say, this crew. I think when I was younger, I didn't know who they were, but I used to see like certain people just push this crew, the top crew. Back in the days, James Top,
Cool peoples.
Yeah, CE1, Top. The top crew people used to be doing their thing back in the 80s and 90s.
Right. I grew up on the Upper West Side back in the early in the 80s into the 90s. So for me, it was dudes like IBM.
We had Poke on the show.
Correct. FC.
I wasn't even thinking those. You went big.
FW. Dudes like Bogey, Scepter, Dole. Wait, Dole was CAC, right? Maybe. Yeah.
CAC, another crew.
Yeah.
You just
You know what I mean?
our time, Kane and them. Kane and them.
You know?
They definitely was doing their thing. Reps, the other reps.
Definitely. You had dudes at that time for me in Harlem. It was that never get spoke about, like ADS. It was dudes.
Name some of these ADS. I never heard of that crew.
Okay. You had Crud, Blown, Wez, James, Blito. These was all Harlem dudes in the Harlem era, like from maybe 110th Street to like 145th. Of course, you had dudes KOC, Doms.
That's a fact. Shout out to Doms, KOC.
You know what I mean? Live dude, close friend.
What's school? Washington Irving, Elite. You know, Washington Irving and Art and Design was like kind of like the hubs of graph back then.
True that.
Shout out to all those writers that came from them schools. I see that you doing a low thing, heavy. Are you involved in the low life movement, or are you a person who rock low?
I'm a person who rocks low. I have a lot of friends who are into it, and they're like, "You bugging, bro? You are, you know what I mean?" But I personally don't really represent it like that for my own personal reasons.
I understand.
You know, I like the clothing, I like the patterns, I like the fabrics. You know what I mean? I like the textures.
Quality.
The quality is incredible.
How you feel about the new stuff that they've been putting out, though?
Some of it is a little cheesy. Other ones I really appreciate.
What about the Snow Beach?
I like
the new Snow Beach.
I like it.
The regular color one or black one?
The regular color one.
Okay, the Raekwon. The Raekwon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You know, we coming to an end of the show, but I want to, before we get ready to close out, I got something to ask you. Winter is here. And for a lot of people with graph, winter ushers in a whole lot of graph.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a snow trooper or are you a, summer soldier?
Definitely both. I'm originally a winter trooper by blood. I love the winter. As long as I'm prepared for it, let's do it.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But I rock both. The thing I have against the summertime is nobody wants to go inside. Yo.
That's a fact. That's to me. That's the hidden variable.
Yo,
that's the hidden variable.
You want to hit? It's like just go inside.
That's a
on
fact.
a barbecue, play music,
Or the young boys on the corner like this, heavy like this.
With the wintertime, totally opposite.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like I said, as long as you're prepared for it, it's a go for me.
Okay. Before we end this interview, any shout outs you want to give? Any last words you want to say?
One, I want to say I respect all graphics, man, who's been doing it for the truth, for not just a hobby or just a fad, just a gimmick, just for like a like. You know what I mean? For the ones who would do it if it was no likes. For the ones who when they're with family members, they're still looking at graph. It's still in your blood. You just appreciate the art of it. You know what I mean? For all writers like that, I give y'all dudes a shout out. Dudes I had beef with, I give you a shout out. All my peoples who I ever met and showed love, I give you a shout out. My dude Shunga, NIW, I wish he could be here with me right now. Another strong dude that's why I have my Brooklyn background, because of him. My man Tears, NIW.
Forgot about those.
Oh yeah, NIWs, it's not just writers, it's boosters, it's a lot of different, you know what I mean?
The elements.
It's a lot of different elements in it, I know it's a lot of dudes I'm forgetting right now, man. I'm trying to rush, but
nah.
Word.
No, we ain't no rush. I'm gonna say this. If you had no gear and you couldn't boost nothing, man, what one low item would you rock every day? If you had to pick one item and this is what I'm gonna rock and I gotta wash it every day, what item would it be?
That is crazy interesting. Damn. I'm not even a low dude to be representing that question. Damn.
I see you load up, so I gotta ask that.
Yeah. All right. Probably something that I really don't even have. Maybe some P-Wing stuff.
P-Wing was one of my favorite collections.
Yeah.
The invisible P-Wing was ill.
I like the P-Wing stuff. I like it. You know what I mean? It's casual, sporty, and it's dope.
I got one. I'm going with one. If I could chill with one piece. Back in the days, I had the 1992 Stadium, the blue one, the dark blue, navy blue one. That was one of my favorite. The hoodie was tight, kind of, but it was still like I got so many compliments behind it. This is like, yo, shout out to Ralph Lauren and the Stadium. I was around that time, 1992, and I had it, man, and it was like one of my most favorite pieces. I wish I could find the pictures behind that. I appreciate you, God, for coming tonight.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
I no lie to you. We've been setting the bar crazy recently, and you definitely helped me push the bar.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Rise, Harm 8,
Thank you. I want to thank Kiki for this too, man.
Yo, shout out to Kiki, man.
Let's do it.
You know, I seen some work. You know that you say that. I seen some work too. That you say that. But shout out to those brothers, man. Everybody who's supporting us. I need y'all. We need the Vandal Hour. Don't get paid to do none of this shit. We do this shit out of pocket. We do this shit from the streets.
That's real.
No investors, no nothing. I don't want no money from y'all. But I need y'all to subscribe to our YouTube page, S.STREET Media. We need 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has been subscribing. Also, I need you to go to our, to Spotify and put the Vandal Hour in there. You're going to see season 6. You're only missing probably like about 7 episodes from there, but the majority of season 6 is there. I need you to follow the Vandal Hour page. Shout out to Sosa who handles the Vandal Hour page, but we just went up another K. We are 11.2. Thank you to everybody who helps us get to these areas. I'm going to give a shout out to a person who I say it all the time, but I want to give him a shout out because it's my blood family. Shout out to Hops One, Woe One, Bounce One. These are my cousins that also write graph. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? I want to shout out all the Vandal Hour guards and goddesses that came before me, who set the tone, who set the path, ready for me to sit down here and bring this to y'all. Come to our 5-year anniversary tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, it's going to be 5 years we've been doing this. I'm gonna say this, and I gotta say this for every show now. I got my new saying. I am the Highlander of this shit. And if you watch the Highlander, you know what I'm saying. There can only be one, baby. And I'm that one. And I'm pulling out a sword and I'm chopping every fucking head that comes in my way. We doing this to Viceland, to Showtime, to HBO. If you don't know, ask somebody. I am the Highlander of this shit. Shout out to fucking Sosa on the motherfucking side. Again, rest in peace to Caitlyn, Facts on Wax daughter. I need y'all to go to her GoFundMe page. June 457 have it. Brat has it. E Sinatra has it. There's a lot of people who has it in their link on Instagram. Shout out to Nadia. Nadia is the one who put it together for him and who's helping Facts on Wax with this. Again, the energy to my brother, my comrade. I don't want to say nothing cliche about this because this is life. But I want to say positive energy always corrects errors. Positive energy I'm sending towards you, my brother. Again, this is season 6 of the Vandal Hour. I'm Mathematics. That's Dreads, NIW. That's Sosa on the motherfucking side. Shout out to Niso, CM. Shout out to all the writers that's doing the fuck what they do.
War Squad.
You already know. Shout out to all my peoples, man, that support the fucking Vandal Hour. It is real. We only have a couple of shows left before season 6 is over. We're only doing it to November. At the end of November, we are taking a break for 1 month. We come back in January. Support the Vandal Hour. Season 7 is going to be fire, fuego. It's going to be that gasolina. It's going to be that pude. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, that pure. Peace.